Hey everybody, and welcome to On the Glide Slope. Today we're going to do the third CAT rating for PilotEdge, which is 3 laps of the pattern at San Luis Airport in California. I actually recorded this yesterday and passed the rating, but then neglected to plug the microphone system and the intercom system into GoPro. So we had the video, but no good audio. So I'm just going to try to fly it again today real quick. I'll do a quick brief on the flight, and then we'll go do that. We're in the Piper 180 from A2A today. Low wing aircraft. For me, these wings are sticking straight out, but for you guys, I know because of the fisheye lens on the GoPro, it looks like they stick out a little bit at a forward angle, but trust me that that's not what I'm seeing. We're not the only one here. Not only is there some drone activity out here today, but there's actually another PilotEdge pilot who's actually doing some pattern work. Looks like he's probably doing the Cat 3. I just saw him do his last touch and go. We'll probably be able to see him in a second. So the basic steps here is first you need to check in and get the weather. For us that's a 120.6. We'll listen to the weather, we'll get our settings right. Then you need to contact ground, and you contact ground and you'll tell them that you are wherever you are on the airport. We'll say that we're at transient parking and that we'd like to have taxi for closed traffic, which means we'll be doing touch and goes. They'll give us whatever departure information we need. They'll probably just say that we're approved for that, and then they'll give us taxiway to the runway that they want us to use. We'll taxi out, we'll get to the edge of that runway, and then we will switch over to tower. It's one of the few, if only, times that you can switch from an air traffic control frequency without asking permission. We'll switch out, we'll contact tower, we'll tell them that we're ready to go for closed traffic. They'll tell us if we're going to fly closed traffic either left, which is a left rectangle making left-hand turns, or right, which would be a right rectangle making right-hand turns. We'll do that 3 times. Oh, there he goes. Looks like he's a twin. You'll see him take off. And there he goes. So that's fun. Having him in the pattern might change what we do, which would be cool. They might ask us to delay a downwind or something like that. So, but we'll make our turns, and then on the last one, we'll say that we're going to be a full stop landing, and then we'll be done. Basic traffic pattern is flown 1,000 feet above ground level for the field. For us, that'll be about 1,200 feet. And the general pattern for a GA airplane like the Piper or a Cessna 172 or 182 is to take off, to climb until you're about 800 feet above ground level. For us, that'll be 1,000 feet. Then to make our turns so that our downwind leg is close enough to the field that if we were to lose our engine, we could land. You learn in the real world, in my flight training, I've learned to judge that based on where the runway hits either the strut of the airplane if it's an overwing, or the wing itself if it's a low wing. On the Piper, it's about halfway. So we'll make those turns. When you get to the end of the field on your downwind leg, you drop the throttle. In this, our procedure will be to drop the throttle to 1,500 RPMs to turn on the fuel pump, to turn on the carburetor heat, and to put it in the next notch of flaps. Then we start to fly the airplane downhill, make our turn to base when the field is about 45 degrees behind us, make our turn to final, and then land and then go again if we're going touch and go. So that's the general brief. So the first thing I'm going to do here is get the weather, and that's again 120.6. So we'll get that.
San Luis Airport information, Oscar 1725, Zulu, wind calm, visibility 16, sky conditions clear, temperature 16, dew point 10, altimeter 3001, ILS runway 11 in use, landing and departing runway 11.
Okay, so now we can go to ground, which will be our next frequency, which is 121.6.
Advise controller on initial contact, US Oscar.
And Oscar is our weather.
Information, Oscar.
Okay, so winds are calm, altimeter is 3001, which looks about right, and I can double check that. Field altitude here is 212 feet. That looks right. If we depart on runway 29, which is what it looks like we're going to do, then I'd want my heading bug to set to 290, which I have. That'll help me fly the right heading. And we are about where we should be. So ground again is 121.6. So, and then the tower frequency after that is going to be 124.0. So now we'll try to talk to
San Luis Tower, Cessna 5229er Tango, 12 miles to the east, inbound for landing with Sierra, and we request the Cat 2, please.
We got some more traffic coming in. That's fun. Now, why can you hear the tower frequency?
29er Tango San Luis Tower ident.
Because in this case, I'll just turn down the sim a little bit here so we can talk.
And we're flashing now.
The reason is because in PilotEdge and in the real world, controllers will often man more than one frequency at once. So we heard him contacting tower. We actually should be talking to ground.
29er Tango, make straight in runway.
So we can hear them both in this case, but that's fine.
Straight in runway 29er, report 3 miles, 29er Tango.
So I might take a little break here from the sim and turn that volume down. Well, I'll need that volume when we get the engine ramped up. Sometimes it's hard for me to think about talking to the camera and making the calls and listening all at the same time. So we'll call ground now and tell them what we want to do, and then we'll be ready to go. And I have to remember that we are a Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf, because we are always calling in as a Skyline, and I have it saying Skyline right here. San Luis ground, Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf is at transient parking. We'd like taxi for closed traffic, please. He's going to ask.
For closed traffic, San Luis, say again your call sign, please.
Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf, and we have Oscar.
Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf, roger, and your position?
We are at transient parking.
Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf, runway 29er taxi via Alpha.
29er via Alpha for 15 Juliet Golf, thanks.
49er Mike Romeo is right off of Charlie off of 29er. I'd like to go to transit.
49er Mike Romeo,
Okay.
roger, taxi transient ramp via Alpha, give way Cherokee's coming out transient ramp, he'll be eastbound.
Okay, Alpha will give way to Cherokee. 9er Mike Romeo.
It's talking about us.
On the Cat 3, good luck on the 4.
Thank you.
Okay, we're out here at the end of the runway. There's actually traffic coming in on final here.
Approaching runway 29.
Traffic.
They're coming in here on final. I could just see them, so we'll wait for them. Well, now we can switch over to tower and tell us where we are. Tell them where we are. Let's do our run up first. Here comes the traffic. Yeah, there they go. Fun. Lots of people flying in here on PilotEdge today because of the new cat ratings. That's great. Okay, strobes are on. Mixture's rich. We've got green on all the engine instruments. Ready to go to tower. San Luis Tower, Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf is ready for departure at 29 for closed traffic.
Cherokee 5 Juliet, San Luis Tower, good afternoon, runway 29er, line up and wait for arriving traffic.
Line up and wait for arriving traffic for 15 Juliet Golf.
We're 29er Tango, turn right, we'll taxi the ramp via Alpha and monitor ground.
Line up and wait means we go out there and wait.
Okay, right here, and we'll monitor ground for 29er.
Entered runway 29.
Number 29er Tango, taxiing the ramp via Alpha and monitor ground.
Taxiing the ramp via Alpha, monitoring ground. 29er Tango.
We've got a displaced threshold here. I learned yesterday that
Cherokee 5 Juliet Golf, wind calm, runway 29er cleared for takeoff, make left traffic and report midfield each pass.
thanks for the winds. We'll make left traffic ready for to go on 29er and we'll port midfield for 15 Juliet Golf. Okay, left turns it is. Here we go. My chair's slipping. Makes it hard to steer with my feet. Okay, everything's alive, airspeed's alive, green on the instruments. 50 knots, rotate. Let the airplane accelerate.
Number 303 Echo Uniform, did you have the weather for San Luis? Wonderful, thanks.
Okay. I can't hear PilotEdge quite as loud as I would like. So I'm going to take a quick break here and turn up the PilotEdge volume just a little bit. Okay, there we are. Fly runway heading to about 1,000 feet. Then we'll make our left turns.
Number 3141, Papa, maximum airspeed below 10,000 feet is
There we go.
250.
Now we turn onto our crosswind leg. We're climbing at a pretty good rate. Now we're off at 1,200 feet, so we can level off. Okay, about here. And again, it's sort of a judgment call on how far away to be from the strip. I want to be close enough I can get there if we lose an engine on downwind. Okay. Now I was a little far away, so we're going to come in just a little bit. There we go. And I also want to be inside those mountains. Now midfield is when we'll talk to him. We'll tell him that we're downwind left for 29er. St. Louis Tower, Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf is midfield left downwind for 29.
Number 5 Juliet Golf, runway 29er, cleared for the option.
29er cleared for the option for 15 Juliet Golf.
For 5229er Tango, affirmative, pass on the Cat 2, good luck on the 3.
We are at the end of the runway, so now we can cut our throttle.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your help.
Turn on the fuel pump. Turn on the carburetor heat. First notch of
St. Louis Tower, Cessna 46 Kilo Alpha reservation, Foxtrot at 3,000 feet, about 1-2 miles east of the field, inbound for full stop landing, request the Cat 2.
Number 46 Kilo Alpha, St. Louis Tower, say an aircraft type and ident for me, please.
Okay, and then when we're about 45 degrees from the field, which is about here.
208,
Make our turn on to base.
Number 6 Kilo Alpha, ident. Thank you, sir, ident. Observe number 46 Kilo Alpha, make straight in, runway 29er, and report 3 miles.
Lots of traffic coming in here today.
29er, report 3 miles, 46 Kilo Alpha.
Okay, we're on the glide slope. We can turn on to final here.
500.
There's our strip.
Number 3141 Papa, contact LA Center 135.5.
Sometimes they'll tell you to call final. He didn't. He just says they clear to land.
3141 Papa, correction will be Point Magoo approach 124.7.
Clear to land means we're next to go. Okay. Next flaps. Let the airplane slow. Full flaps. Usually I'd put in the next notch of flaps on base turn, but we were turning to the numbers, so I just went with it. Altitude's pretty good. Speed's good.
Number 3141
Little
Papa,
power.
Point Magoo approach, Camarillo, altimeter 3000. You can make your approach request with Santa Barbara approach
There we
when you
go.
get there, but thank you.
Just let the airplane settle down on the field here. Okay, there we're down. Carb heat off, fuel pump off, flaps back, and here we go. Airspeed's at 50, rotate, let the airplane accelerate, and we're on the go. So that's one. Okay, 1,000 feet. Turn on to our crosswind leg. San Luis Tower, 15 Juliet Golf is midfield left for 29er.
For 15 Juliet Golf, thank you, sir. You've had an open mic for the last about 3 minutes. Traffic's caravan entering about a 3-mile final runway 29er, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, and sorry about the open mic. I'm gonna toggle it off here. Let me know if you can hear me or not, okay?
Number 5 Juliet Golf, not a problem, stop and go, unavailable. Number 303 Echo Uniform, multiple VFR aircraft in the vicinity of the San Luis Obispo Airport. Radar services are terminating. Stay under present beacon code. Contact Tower 124.0.
Oh, it's San Luis Tower, radio check.
Number 6 Kilo Alpha, San Luis Tower, how do you hear?
Okay, he can't hear us, that's
46
good.
Kilo Alpha, radio final, traffic on base inside the on-3-mile final.
Number 5 Juliet Golf, the caravan now just off your right side. Appears to be less than a mile. It'll be following you in. Again, stop and go, unavailable.
Copy that, we'll be on the go, 15 Juliet Golf.
San Bernardino ground, good morning. Cherokee 832 Papa.
So there's one right behind us. So I might keep our speed up a little bit here.
Cat 7.
Just because we got traffic right behind us.
Cherokee 832 Papa Whiskey, San Bernardino ground. Sorry, say again your request. I got Cat 7, good luck. What is your flying request?
Like a west departure.
So my mic must have stuck.
832 Papa Whiskey, roger, runway 6 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 6 via Alpha, 832 Papa Whiskey.
North Las Vegas ground, Cirrus November 1 Mike Romeo, radio check.
Number 1 Mike Romeo, North Las Vegas ground. Your voice is so overmodulated, I can't understand what you're saying, sir.
Alright, so we're coming a little hotter than normal here because of that?
No change. The volume on your microphone just has to come way down. I'd say even 50% way down.
And Mike Romeo, try one last time.
That's much better, but still modulated.
Thank you.
San Bernardino ground.
And now we're going to go quickly.
Whiskey, correction, I'd like an east departure. Sorry about that.
Okay. So we got off fast, which is what he needed us to do because there's traffic behind us. Alright, so that's 2. Number 3 is coming up. Okay, 1,000 feet. San Luis Tower, Cherokee 15 Juliet Golf is midfield downwind for 29er. We'd like to go full stop.
Number 5 Juliet Golf, extend your downwind. Still have a hot mic on occasion. Extend your downwind, I'll call your left base for traffic.
We'll extend downwind and thanks, I'll check into the push to talk switch when I'm on the ground. 15 Juliet Golf.
Number 303 Echo Form, runway 29er, cleared to land. You got traffic just off your left side's traffic on a left downwind. He'll be following you.
Roger, copy the conversation. Just report 3-mile final cleared to land. 303 Echo Uniform, thank you.
Sorry, this is now 46 Kilo Alpha. How did the Cat 2 go?
Number 5
Okay,
Juliet
46
Oh,
Golf,
Kilo.
left base turn is approved. Runway 29er, cleared for the option.
Left base 29er, we will go full stop 15 Juliet Golf.
And November 5 Julia Golf, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground, 0.6.
Ramp via Alpha, go to 1.6 for 15 Julia Golf.
And Cherokee 5 Julia Golf, thanks for your help on the pattern. Pass on the Cat 3. Good luck on the 4.
Hey, thanks much. Again, apologies for the open mic. I'll get that checked out. And you don't need to resubmit that. I passed the Cat 3 yesterday. I was just doing this to have a good time.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I submitted it anyway.
Okay, maybe that equates to a 6.
Good luck.
Thanks again. So that's the Cat 3. In essence, that was funner than yesterday because with the exception of being embarrassed that I was broadcasting on frequency for a few minutes, there was actually traffic. So I stopped talking there at the end of that because I didn't want to be broadcasting the narration. But, you know, we had to line up and wait for arriving traffic, or we had to line up and wait so that the runway could clear of arriving traffic when we took off. On the second leg, I had to expedite a little bit because we had a faster airplane behind me. And then on the third leg, I had to extend the downwind because there was arriving traffic that he wanted me to come in behind. So all three of those were real-world things that would happen. They required slightly different patterns in each. And they were fun to do. So thanks for watching. I hope it's useful. Next will be the Cat 4, which I think is 2 towered airports from a D to a D. And I'll record that as soon as I'm able. And in the meantime, thanks for watching On the Glide Slope. If you have questions about the sim, www.ontheglideslope.net is the place to go. And I'll be able to answer whatever questions I can in the comments, and a lot of the answers are provided on the website. So thanks again, and good flying.